49ers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, 49ers nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
49ers.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
looking on defense there. They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Jared Cook. It's a pickup at 6.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
2-yard line.
Reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Breeze wants the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Offensively, lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds Austin complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. It's caught by Coleman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to Austin. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete to
Tavon Austin.
Touchdown.
45 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
David Onyemata brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Bring it! And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
Breeze.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Coleman.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Niners 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And this is caught for the ground. Breeze, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 49ers 48.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The 43-yard
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 43 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Niners 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On first down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Coleman. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
San Francisco.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 15 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
First down is not going to get off the ground as they were getting behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Today's final score, Niners 24, Saints 14.